Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Fake Spike podcast. Tyler and Cole. That there's Tyler.
What's up, y'all?
I hear Cole. So what do we got going on today, Mr. T?
Recap from week 16.
17.
Did I say? Oh my god. Recap from week 17. It's been a long fucking life. I actually did get to watch some football this week, though, so that's a plus.
Yeah, the 1 week you pick against the Saints, buddy.
That happened to be the game I watched, too. I got to watch the end of it when I got home.
And where were you at?
I was running around with a girl, went to the mall, had a lunch date.
Oh, well, isn't that fun? Although our mall don't got nothing in it.
All the stores are leaving.
Yeah.
Passing the daddy going to get some milk, boys.
All right. Anyway. So let's start out with a little bit of the recap. Then we'll hit on some topics that we have. Not many, but there's some. All right. So starting things out, Tyler had a bad week when it came to against the spread. He went 4-11, and I went 7-8 in our predictions. We still have the Bills versus Bengals game tonight. We both have the Bills winning, and the spread is -1. So if the Bills win, we get another W. If the Bengals win, we get another L.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about the fact that I went as bad as I did. Doesn't look good on my record here, buddy.
Right. Well, we started things out on Thursday night with the Cowboys against the Titans, and that game was a lot closer than I thought it would be towards the beginning of the game. And by the end of the game, the Cowboys did end up covering the spread by, I think, like 2 extra points than they needed to. We had Dallas -12. I think they won by 14.
Well, that's a fucking win for us.
Yeah. Anyway, as you know, I work Thursdays. I did not get to see much of that game. A couple highlights, nothing serious. But then we move over to the Sunday games, which this is the only week without a Saturday game. Right? Yeah. There was no Saturday games. We had the Saints in Philadelphia taking on the Eagles. You want to tell the people about that game?
The Saints won. It was blowout. I think they started 13-0. And then the Eagles came back, or 13-3, something like that. Eagles came back, brought in the 13-10. I can't remember. I think the Saints finished with 20 and the Eagles finished with 10. I want to say that's what it was.
That's right. I don't remember who scored that last touchdown. Somebody scored that last touchdown.
I don't remember. I know Andy Dalton did pretty well.
He did.
Jalen Hurts did pretty solid too. What?
Please tell me that's sarcasm.
It was. Really? He's on my fucking fantasy team. Of course I know he didn't do fucking anything.
Well, you got eliminated last week in fantasy, so I didn't know if you were still looking.
Now I'm fucking 4th place in the league. It's bullshit. Trevor Lawrence choked the chicken.
At least you're not last.
That's true. I could be on a shit trophy.
Which, by the way, in my league, we are changing. We have nicknames just for the champion, usually. Just champ. But this year, we are going to implement last place. Your nickname is going to be Golden Turd through the rest of the next season.
Golden Turd.
Golden Turd.
That's classy. Real classy.
I mean, there's a lot worse things we could call him.
Oh, for sure.
Dude finished last week with 66 points in a Superflex league.
What the fuck was his second quarterback? Did he run a second quarterback?
He did not. He had a second quarterback. He just didn't play him.
Okay. Well,
guys
people have to just be smart to be in leagues.
Anyway, next up, we had the Cardinals at the Falcons. Pretty sure that's where it was. Anyway, Falcons ended up winning that game on a last-second field goal, finishing the game with 19-20.
That didn't cover the spread.
That did not cover the spread. The spread was 3. But good news, Atlanta won, I guess. Arizona lost. They're 4-12. Doesn't really matter. Atlanta, Carolina, and the Saints have been eliminated from the playoff contention.
I'm upset. That's bullshit. All the Packers had to do was lose. That's all they had to do.
The Packers are probably going to get that last spot, unfortunately. Let's see. Next up, we had the Dolphins at New England. And the Dolphins actually didn't do too terrible for, not having Tua. Final score was 21-23. And pretty sure the Patriots had at least one defensive score. Let's see here. Skylar Thompson, which was the backup to Teddy Bridgewater, had 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Teddy had 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Let's see.
That's a pick 6, correct?
What's that?
A pick 6 is when the defense catches and gets a touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So was it a pick 6 or was it just a defense-driven touchdown?
I think it was a kick return, actually.
Oh.
There was so much going on in red zone yesterday, or it was yesterday for us. For those listening at home, it was 2 days ago. Anyway, it was a pretty interesting game. So Justin Fields and the Bears took on the
Bears.
Justin Fields and the Bears took on the Lions at home. No, they went to Detroit. My bad. Justin Fields got hurt, I think, towards the end of the first quarter in that one. If I remember correctly, he finished. Holy shit.
You all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. My mind is like jumbled from everything going on yesterday.
Life's busy, brother.
You ain't kidding, man. Anyway, Justin Fields had a pretty good day running the ball. He had 100 and where the hell is it? Are you enjoying football?
Huh?
Are you enjoying football?
We're not gonna watch it. I am actually. Came home, threw on the Saints game, finished that out, started cleaning.
Damn it, Sam. Okay, there it is.
Not Sam.
Damn you and your busy life. How's that?
Dude, it was a lot easier to watch in the beginning of the season. Then it kind of just got sporadic. And then then I spent time checking on Bleacher Report.
Anyway. So Justin Fields had a pretty decent day to start there. Running the ball anyway. He had 10 rushes for 132 yards.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Which is more than he had passing. He passed for 75 yards. Of course, he did not finish that game. 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
When did he get hurt?
I believe the end of the first quarter.
It was a busy fucking first quarter.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, man.
200 yards between passing and rushing in the first quarter. Busy fucking man, Cole.
Or did he finish that game and only complete 7 passes?
Probably not. Let me look at my Bleacher Report real quick. I'll pull it up. Talk about something else for a second.
Yeah. On the Lions side, you had some good performances by DeAndre Swift. Could have used that a lot earlier in the season there, buddy. He had 11 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown. Jamal Williams had 22 carries for 144 yards and a touchdown, so he had a pretty solid day. But DeAndre caught another touchdown in the receiving game. Brock Wright freaking scored 2 touchdowns in the receiving game. The Lions are scary good. Their offense is anyway when they're in a dome. They got to play outside or on the road at all. It's usually not too well for them. But
Hold up. They don't fucking tell you how many minutes somebody played?
apparently not. I'm pretty sure Justin Fields played that game because the stat lines I'm looking at,
It doesn't say you left.
it doesn't show anybody else
Yeah.
throwing the ball for. It doesn't have anybody else passing for the Bears.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody else there on the police report.
Yeah. So apparently he ended up finishing that game. I guess he just looked hurt or something. I don't know. But how? Only having 75 yards passing. Sheesh. All right. On to the next game. I went way out of order here. Okay, Broncos and Chiefs. Broncos actually put up a pretty good game, and the Chiefs were not able to cover the spread. The spread was 12.5. I guess Russ and the rest of the Broncos said, you know what? We got rid of Hackett now. Let's actually play. No comment?
No.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson is the only piece of that puzzle I remember at the moment. I'll be honest with you.
Russell Wilson had 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown, and an interception. His passing touchdown was to Larry. Yeah, Larry? No, not Larry O. Albert O. I don't know. Larry O is a defensive lineman for the Steelers.
No, it definitely wasn't passing touchdown to him.
I mean, it's possible.
It is, depending on how bad he plays that day.
See here. Mahomes had 3 touchdowns and an interception.
Interception.
Interception. Freaking 2 touchdowns to Jerick McKinnon. Thanks, Mahomes. And the other one to Blake Bell. That's a name you don't hear a lot.
No. Who we got
From
next?
what I was able to see of that game, it looked pretty good. I think, the Broncos did take the lead once or twice, but in the end, didn't matter. Chiefs won.
Who we got next? I'm trying to pull up my bleach report again.
We got the Jags and Texans.
Oh, what the fuck? I closed the app out and went right back
game.
into the fucking Bears game. Jags, Texans. Jags, Texans. Jaguars won.
Texans put up a lot of points in that game, didn't they, buddy?
Fucking crazy. Tell me how. All right. Trevor Lawrence. I got to pull up my fucking fantasy team now because I'm very confused. Trevor Lawrence got me 6 points in fantasy. 152 yards, threw an interception, and then a fucking fumble. How the fuck?
How many points do you lose on a fumble, buddy?
1. Same on an interception.
He didn't throw any touchdowns. That's what his problem was. He had 152 yards and an interception, so not a great game by him. But they were kicking the crap out of the Texans for the majority of that game. So I could see why they just ran it down their throats. Travis Etienne had 9 carries for 108 yards.
He also got a touchdown.
Had 10 carries for 33 yards because they were just trying to kill the clock.
I mean, who the fuck is this? Connor. Snoop Connor. Also got a touchdown.
He did, yeah. Texans try their hardest to put that 3 on the board so they didn't get shut out.
Fair enough. Yeah, the Jaguars smoked the shit out of him. I'm very upset though, because I have Christian Kirk and Trevor Lawrence in my fantasy team.
Good thing you weren't playing for the championship this week, huh?
Huh?
Good thing you weren't playing for the championship this week. You'd be real pissed.
I'm fucking pissed as it is. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's not much to say about the Texans. I think it's pretty easy that they're going to have the first overall pick this year, and I think the Jags are going to end up making the playoffs here. I don't see how. I know they need to win next week, but how the Titans have been playing and with how the Jaguars have been playing, I don't see it going Tennessee's way.
Jags are 8-8, but they are, they are first in the AFC South.
Yeah,
Titans were ahead of them.
And the Titans play the Jags next week. Whoever wins that game gets into the playoffs.
So see how this goes.
I'll be pretty surprised if the Jags lose that game, but it would be a very Jacksonville thing to do, if you know what I mean.
Well, whatever the result, be very interesting to see them compete. Because who do you think? So, Bills, Bengals, Ravens have already clinched playoffs.
I believe they have.
And then the Chiefs and the Chargers. So that's 2, 4, 5. Jaguars. There's a possibility the Titans will make it. It's either them or the Patriots. Or the Dolphins.
Pretty sure the Dolphins are eliminated.
They're 8-8. Oh, well, they're 2-3 in division play.
You can't just look at the record.
Overall, yeah. They're 2-3 in division play.
Yeah, so that doesn't help them with any tiebreakers or anything.
Right.
I know the Steelers make the playoffs next week if the Steelers beat the Browns, the Patriots lose to the Bills, and the Jets beat the Dolphins. The Steelers will make it.
So you're hoping for that?
I wouldn't mind it, but it wouldn't be the worst thing if we missed because I got to watch my team get their ass kicked in the first round of the playoffs last year. Don't want to do that again.
We're gonna be middle of the pack for picks for draft picks this year, anyways, right?
I think Pittsburgh is currently picking 15th.
Yeah, so you're middle of the pack.
Yeah. Let's see. Cowboys Giants against the Colts.
Giants Colts.
The Colts got their asses kicked. Nick Foles got hurt, and then that freaking dude was celebrating next to him. I don't think he knew Foles was hurt, but Foles is laying there in pain, and the defensive lineman's making snow angels next to him.
38-10.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Sam Ellinger was 9 for 14 with 60 yards and 1 touchdown. Nick Foles was 8 for 13 with 81 yards and an interception.
He played better than Foles.
A little bit, yeah. So your Giants, Danny Dimes had himself a freaking day, at least for fantasy. 19 completions, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, 2 touchdowns rushing. Daniel Jones is like, I will carry this team into the playoffs.
He was fucking gunning for it, brother.
Absolutely. That is the first time they have made the playoffs since the infamous boat picture. There was a picture the last time the Giants made the playoffs. A bunch of their players were sitting on a boat, shirtless, and it became a meme. And this is the first time they made the playoffs since that picture was taken.
Okay, that's some NFL lore, huh?
Yeah. Anybody that listens to this podcast, the 1 or 2 people, they might know. They should know.
Fair enough.
Consistency, right? Come on, more people come on and listen. All right. Not much more to touch on that game. Bucks and Panthers. Tom Brady and Mike Evans went absolute ape shit. Only took them all season.
They're caught their stride. He's finally getting over the divorce. That's all it is.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, just take some time. You gotta recoup after something like that.
Right. Sam Darnold didn't play bad at all. He had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 340 yards. Their ground game wasn't doing a whole hell of a lot. Foreman had 13 carries and only managed 35 yards.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah. Here, the Bucks, Tom Brady, holy crap, 34 completions, 432 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Tom Brady went fucking ham.
Playoff Lenny didn't do much on the ground there. He had 10 carries for 28 yards. Mike Evans had 10 receptions for 207 yards and 3 touchdowns.
So Tom Brady doesn't run the ball.
Tom Brady is 45, very breakable. I don't think that's a good idea.
Fair enough. He had 1 rushing touchdown.
He did. It was from like half a yard out.
Still counts.
Yeah. Let's see. I was kind of pushing for the Panthers to make the playoffs there. But with how bad that division was, only one team was getting in, and it looks like it is the Buccaneers. So here, we already touched on the Lions, Bears. We touched on the Patriots, Dolphins, Commanders, and Browns. That was crazy. Ron Rivera, the Commanders head coach, didn't know that they could be eliminated from playoffs until after the game was over.
How are you not paying attention to something like that as a coach?
Seriously, you get paid millions a year to kind of be in charge of this operation here. I know the GM has a lot more to do with being in charge in some teams, but like as a head coach, you need to know that.
Yeah. You'd be pushing for it so you can make the playoffs.
Deshaun Watson had a freaking lucky day. He had 9 completions and 3 touchdowns.
Deshaun Watson, he's the guy that just came back, right?
Yeah, he came back a few weeks ago. Amari Cooper carried him. 3 receptions, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Holy shit.
Apparently nobody just wanted to guard that guy. I remember looking up a couple times and seeing him streak down the freaking field. I'm like, no, somebody want to tackle that? No.
Okay. No? All right, cool.
He's in the end zone. And I was cheering against him as the guy that won the championship in our league, he had him, and I was going for the other guy. So it's like, no, stop it.
What do we got next?
It's here. Hopefully the Browns play a little bit worse next week. Steelers guard Amari Cooper, and it should be fine. It's here. Cardinals, Falcons, we touched on that one. 49ers and Raiders. I can't believe the Raiders actually showed up to play.
How'd they do? 49ers are our better team.
49ers are a lot better of a team.
Oh, yeah, the Niners only won by 3 in overtime.
Yeah.
Fuck, who lit a fire under the Raiders' ass? Because they're not fucking making it.
Jared Stidham, apparently.
Yeah, no shit. 365 yards.
Yeah, Brock Purdy had 280 and 2 touchdowns.
He did good. They both threw an interception, though.
Right. CMC had 6 receptions for 72 yards. He ran for 121. He probably carried a couple people to a fantasy championship there. Oh, hi. How you doing? Um,
I'm a little fuming, but I'll be all right. Should have been me.
well, I think that was a case of the 49ers undermining the Raiders. Hopefully that fixes their problem. They realize they can lose a game, so they don't fall flat in their face next week against the Cardinals.
Cardinals are
Because
a better team.
what's that?
I said the Cardinals are a better team
What kind of crack are you smoking?
than the Raiders.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the 49ers. I was like, what are you on, dude?
No, sir. Well, I'm looking at the standings right now. The Cardinals are 4-12. Raiders are 6-10. So actually, maybe the Raiders are a better team.
Are the Vikings 13-3, or are they
12-4.
12-4? So yeah, the 49ers are going to want to show up next week, because if the Vikings lose again, the 49ers can jump them. And I'm not sure.
Rosie.
I think the Eagles would stay ahead of them if the Eagles managed to lose again and the 49ers and the Vikings won. But yeah, they definitely stay ahead of the Vikings because they beat the Vikings.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Let's see. And Devontae was going crazy. I guess he was a little salty from not doing great against Pittsburgh on Christmas Eve. 7 receptions, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not a bad game from him.
No.
Let's see. Jets and the Seahawks. The Jets decided not to show up for that one.
6-23. Jesus.
Yeah, apparently Mike White is no longer the greatest player to ever play for the Jets.
240 yards. Didn't do bad. 2 interceptions though, and got sacked 4 times.
2 interceptions.
That's not hot. That's not good. Geno Smith, what do we think about him?
He's been doing decent this year, man.
He's turning around. Think he's gonna be a better quarterback. He's growing in to be a better quarterback.
Yeah, he's growing. He's definitely becoming a better quarterback. It might just be one hot year because he's.
But so that's the thing. It doesn't
teams.
seem like he's exponentially better. It seems like he's incrementally better.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good team around him. Let's see here. Kenneth Walker had 23 carries for 133 yards. Tyler Lockett was back. He didn't do a whole hell of a lot. 2 for 15. DK Metcalf had 1 for 3. Could you imagine relying on DK in the fantasy championship?
I'd be pissed.
1 for 3. Oh, all right. Yeah. Seahawks still have a chance to make the playoffs.
10 minutes.
The Jets do not. They have been eliminated. Vikings Packers. Oh man, the Vikings didn't show up for that one at all.
No, but if they did, the Saints would be in the playoffs. So I'm a little upset about that. But the Vikings did get the absolute shit smacked out of them. It's not saying the Packers are a bad team either. They're a solid team, but 41-17.
Cousins threw 3 picks. That's not a good way to go.
No, and Rodgers did pretty solid. 159 yards, 15 for 24. Threw a touchdown. AJ Dillon did pretty solid, got a touchdown. Not a bad game. They fucking shit out of
the Packers.
Yeah,
the Packers are pretty solid. Jordan Love even got in there for a couple plays. They were winning by so much.
You know it's good. Backup QB can get in.
Minnesota does that every few weeks, though. They fall flat on their face. They've come back a couple times, but not that time.
Happens. All right, so we've gone over Saints, Eagles, 49ers, Raiders, Vikings, Packers, Jets, Seahawks,
We
Bucks.
got uh we got Rams and Chargers next.
Chargers beat the Rams 31-10. Chargers are doing pretty solid at the end of the year.
Yeah, they are.
Justin Herbert for 212 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fucking smoked it. Great. 21 for 28. That's pretty solid. Eckler, 2 touchdowns, 122 yards. Mike Williams got in there.
Eckler's a freaking cheat code, man. That guy's just too damn good.
Mike Williams got in there. A little bit, 94 yards. Good little day for them.
Yeah,
Kicker,
well,
the kicker.
yeah, I think the Chargers have either already clinched or it's pretty good possibility that they're going to clinch the playoffs.
What are they? I just looked at it. 10-6. They're not bad.
No, not at all. Ravens lost to the Steelers. Kenny Pickett for the second week in a row on primetime football. Final 2 minutes of the game. Drives the Steelers down the field and throws a touchdown pass. And then the Steelers seal the game with a pick. So it's been 2 pretty interesting weeks for the Steelers. They are 6-2 over their last 8.
I think your team's turning around. What is your opinion on Kenny Pickett now versus the beginning of the season?
At the beginning of the season, when the draft happened, I couldn't stand Kenny Pickett. I thought it was a horrible pick. I thought it was just a homer pick. But he's starting to look pretty good. I think a big problem with it right now is the offensive line's not fantastic, and the offensive coordinator kind of sucks. So,
and then of course, it's been a couple weeks now, but the Ravens don't have Lamar Jackson anymore, and they've been kind of struggling since then.
Steelers haven't given up more than 17 points in 6 weeks. The defense has been balling out.
I'm gonna look into the schedule.
TJ Watt came back, and then they were like, okay, let's worry about Watt. And now Cam Hayward and Alex Highsmith are getting one-on-one opportunities again after the quarterback.
Week 11, they gave up 30 points, but that was it. That was the last time.
And that was against the Bengals. Anytime they gave up a lot of points this year, it's like a Super Bowl contender, like the Eagles, the Bengals, the Bills. How much time's left?
5.
5 minutes.
3, 2. No, I'm joking. 5 minutes.
So that's going over all the games. Fun stat for you. Mahomes has become the 3rd quarterback in NFL history to hit 5,000 yards twice in their career.
Who's the other person?
The other 2 people.
Other people.
Pretty sure Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Let me try to find that.
That sounds accurate, though. Tom Brady sounds accurate. I know Peyton Manning is one of the greats. Yeah.
Let's see. They're only 15.
So 5,000 yards, and that's total yards for the season. So it's rushing, passing.
That's passing yards.
5,000 passing yards.
Yes, sir.
So that's what, like 320 yards a game, some shit like that. I'm probably off on that number. 5,000 divided by 17.
Or is that
294 yards a game.
That's a lot of yards. There are only 15 total. There are only 15 quarterbacks to hit 5,000 total passing yards in a season in NFL history. Manning owns the record for most with 5,477.
What the fuck? It's almost 400 yards a fucking game.
A lot of yards, isn't it? Don't you start making any noise there.
Who, me?
NBC Sports. NBC Sports is trying to play a video. Drew Brees and Tom Brady are the only other quarterbacks with multiple seasons. Okay. My bad. I thought it was Peyton Manning. Drew Brees and Tom Brady, that's pretty elite company to be in.
Drew Brees.
So you know, the Giants, they clinched the playoffs. We've been over that. Do you have everybody that clinched the playoffs right now?
I can pull them up on Bleach Report, look at the standings. Quick, go to the game. Standings. AFC East. So X is clinched, right?
Yeah.
And then XZ is what?
X, Y, or Z means they're in the playoffs.
Okay. XZ, Bills, Bengals, Ravens, Chiefs, Chargers. For the East, we got the Cowboys,
The Chargers have clinched the playoff spot. That's cool.
Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Vikings,
What is making noise?
Bucks,
Oh,
and 49ers. Bum, 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 bum.
all right. So, okay. You have all the playoff teams then.
I just
All
read
right.
them off. Yep. Next week, we'll be doing our playoff predictions, correct?
We will be doing the playoff predictions, and we can go over what our playoff predictions were.
Oh, yeah. You still have that list?
Right here, buddy.
Good stuff. All right. So we got to wrap this one up, brother.
All right, man. You want to hit the outro?
Yes, sir. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you're listening on the audio platform, please consider dropping us 5 stars. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. We're so very close to 50 subscribers. Hit us up on social media. We got Instagram, TikTok, and then YouTube, obviously. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Peace out.